Namaste, everyone. Christian Long, life enhancement consultant, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Transformation Sunday lecture, meditation, and healing on Tuesday. Before we begin, let us invoke. Place your hands on your heart. Be aware of your heart. I want to make sure our audio is correct here. Yeah, perfect. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your heart and your crown together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to Grandmaster Cho Koksui, Lord Mahaguru Jamiling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to Lord Ganesh, to Holy Master Count Saint Germain, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, healing ministers, to our divine selves or higher souls, we humbly invoke for your divine light, divine love, and divine power, for your help, guidance, and protection, for inner strength to fulfill our goals, our commitments, our promises. We thank you, Lord God. We thank you all. With gratitude, respect, and love, so be it, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, welcome everybody to another meditation, lecture, meditation, and healing. Sorry I didn't post earlier. My lungs have been kind of squirrely the past couple of days. I'm not quite sure what's happening. They've been getting congested, and obviously when we do the lecture, the meditation, and the healing, my physical body needs to be ready, willing, and able enough to do the job effectively, right? So if my bodies are not up for it, then I will postpone it for a day or two until I get it back together. COVID, the effects of COVID are definitely still lingering. So somebody in the group posted on my Facebook about all the different pictures I've been posting of scuba diving, motorcycling, riding the one wheel. Am I in the mode of crossing things off of my bucket list? And I thought about it, and it's accurate. It's accurate. Just to all of us be on the same page, a bucket list is a list of experiences or achievements that you want to accomplish, right? And I was doing some research. I've heard about this guy many, many years ago, maybe even 20 years ago. And his name is John Goddard, Goddard. God, interesting, right? John Goddard. And he recently left the body at the age of 81 in 2013. And he was kind of known as the, godfather of goal setting. And when he was in his early 20s, he put together a list of 127 things that he wanted to visit, places he wanted to visit, places he wanted to explore, things he wanted to take pictures of, mountains he wanted to climb. So 127 things. And most all of these items aren't something you can just cross off your bucket list in a day or two. Most all the items required a lot of time, money, energy, planning to make happen over a period of a couple years even. And out of the 127 items that were on his bucket list, he was able to cross off 109 of them. And he lived a very fulfilling life. And I was thinking about when I was 20, what were some items on my bucket list? And then I thought about, well, why hadn't I done those items over the past 20 years? Was it because of lack of money? Partly. Was it because of lack of time? Partly. Was it because of lack of resources and contacts, of knowing the right person who could help point me in the direction of accomplishing or experiencing that thing? Partly. But ultimately, at the end of the day, as I've been reflecting the past 6 months of traveling, that it was lack of will and lack of courage that prevented me from experiencing the things that I wanted to experience. over the past 20 plus years of my life. Because it was interesting. Some of you may or may not know this, which would be everybody, may and may not, is that almost all of my income for many, 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 many years, at least 20 years, has been invested in personal and spiritual development, meaning workshops, retreats, seminars, healings, healing tools, etc. So when people think about bucket list items, it's typically something like an experience that they like to have of like, oh, I'd love to go to Hawaii. I'd love to do scuba diving. I'd love to, swim with the dolphins, et cetera, right? You ever notice a lot of bucket list items are tropical related? I've always seen that for some reason. It's climbing a mountain or tropically related. And I realized that I want to accomplish these. I want to accomplish these things, but most of my resources, my time, my money, my energy was always going into personal and spiritual development. Excuse me. So rarely did it ever come into my awareness of, hey, I can actually do this trip and have it not be personally development related or spiritually development related. Like, for instance, I just got scuba certified, and it was so foreign to me. And there was a lot of bizarre guilt that came up of like, well, I'm spending X amount of dollars and X amount of time investing in the scuba certification. And where's the personal development aspects? Where's the spiritual development aspects? How is this expanding my aura? How is this helping people? How is this healing people? How is this contributing to the divine plan, as it were? And so a lot of guilt was coming up. Even in my past 6 months of traveling, I've been able to check off many, many items that have been on my bucket list for a long period of time. And in that process, guilt has come up. And also the awkwardness of doing something for the sake of experiencing it, doing it instead of doing it for the sake of gaining something to spiritually grow or personally grow. Right? True, doing scuba diving in open, deep water was overcoming a fear that I'd had since I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. So I've tried to see the benefit of that, but just to do something for the sake of doing something is foreign to me. And it's interesting. I've been reflecting on it a lot lately, that having a good time for the sake of having a good time has been very, very challenging for me, more now than probably ever before, right? Because most people traveling for 6 months, going to different places, beautiful places, places where there's fresh energy, there's new people, there's new activities, you would have the expectation of like, this is the greatest thing ever, right? It's like I would be in pure bliss 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until the trip ended. And it's been very, very challenging for me to relax into enjoying it for the sake of enjoying it, having fun for the sake of having fun. And I never knew how ingrained it was in my personality until these past few months. So yes, I have been crossing off items on my bucket list. Another person who is a great example of goal accomplishment outside of John Goddard would be one of the masters in pranic healing, Master Glenn Mendoza. When he was in his early 20s, he sat down and he wrote out a 50-year plan of what he wanted to accomplish. Now, I don't know about you, but I wasn't that clear and that certain of what I wanted to accomplish in my early 20s over 50 years. But as I understand it, this practitioner has accomplished most of those goals and many, many more that kind of came along the way. And that requires a lot of clarity, right? A lot of clarity of who I am, what are my needs, wants, and desires, and then developing the game plan on how to make that happen. But again, as I mentioned earlier, it begins with will and courage, because you have to have the will to move forward. I remember when I used to sell timeshare in Orlando, Florida, and I was relatively successful at it until other dynamics came into play. And I remember talking with people that were in their 40s, 50s, even 60s when we would do like talking about their dream destination. Like, where have you always wanted to go but haven't gone? Or what kind of vacation have you always wanted to take but haven't taken? And the two that would consistently come up, rain, sleet, or shine for almost every single individual and couple that I sat down and talked with is the dream of going to Hawaii and doing a Alaskan cruise. Those, I mean, I would say at least 90% of the couples and individuals I met with, they said one of those two or both, usually one of the two, going to Hawaii and an Alaskan cruise. And I would ask these people who are in their 40s, their 50s, and 60s, how long has this been on your bucket list? How long has this been something you've dreamt of doing? And inevitably, they would say, most of my life. And I think to myself, okay, let's say at a bare minimum, they've had this on their bucket list for 10 years, right? They're in their 40s. So in their 30s, they want to go to Hawaii, or their 30s, they want to do an Alaskan cruise. And I think to myself, how much, even then, this is almost 20 years ago, I would think, okay, well, how much is an Alaskan cruise? All in, expenses of the flight, food, the cruise itself, if it's a week long, all in, $5,000. Hawaii, same thing. Round trip ticket, staying at a hotel, food, doing a couple activities, $5,000. So if you put away $1,000 a year, within 5 years, you could cross that item off your bucket list, right? And so as I have new awareness and new understanding, and I've been crossing off bucket list items that other people that I've come in contact with have always had on their bucket list, I think to myself, that's what it is. It's not lack of resources. It's not lack of contacts. I mean, look, you don't need to talk to anyone anymore. You can go online and discover these things in a matter of minutes. It's not lack of money necessarily, but it's lack of will. It's the willingness to do whatever it takes to make it happen, and then the courage to consistently and persistently pursue that dream, that goal, that item on your bucket list, right? And courage, you can't have constancy or consistency without courage, which is in the solar plexus. So I've been getting out of my comfort zone, doing things that most people have wanted to do for most of their lives. So for me, it's not so much about the willingness to make it happen, right? Because I have pretty good will. I'm a pretty good materializer, but putting myself in the space of feeling awkward and out of sorts and uncomfortable, not because of the act itself, like scuba diving or getting on a one wheel and falling and really hurting myself for a day, but it's the dealing with the courage or lack of courage and being comfortable. Like that for me is more difficult than the willingness to make it happen. You have to have will. Nothing happens without the will. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish in your personal life, your professional life, your spiritual life is going to require you to have will, no matter what. And then the thing that will keep you going in the direction of where you're willing yourself to go will be courage, right? So we can have the will to have overcome the inertia, right? Moving in that direction. But what keeps us moving in that direction is the courage. No courage, no constancy. And also that's connected to deadline. Going back to the example of the people that I spoke to within the timeshare business of where's your dream destination or your dream vacation, Hawaii, Alaskan cruise, the inevitable question is when? When? So deadline is connected to emotional commitment. Deadline is connected to the solar plexus. So when you have no emotional commitment, nothing materializes. Right? No emotional commitment, nothing materializes. So in April, excuse me, something in the air today. in April, when I was living in Kalispell, Montana, I planned out the next what 8 months of my life. I said, okay, in May I'm going to be doing this, this, and this, and then in June I'm going to do this. July I'm going to do this. What are the months now? August I'm going to do this. September I'm going to do this. October I'm going to do this. November I'm going to do this. December I'm going to do this. So I had a deadline for each of those months, meaning I'm going from here to here and here to here and here to here. And so far, I've stayed diligently on that trajectory. Why? Because I had the will of sitting down and this is what I'm going to do. Ajna, abstract thinking. Throat chakra kicks in, throws in the details, right? The where, the what, the how, right? The details of how do I make this happen over the next 8 months? And then most importantly, the deadline, emotional commitment, solar plexus, courage, right? So I still have, I am in this area for another 10 days, and I still have a few things that I would like to cross off my bucket list, which is going to require me, and I pretty much have the deadlines of when that's going to happen. So what I would encourage each and every one of you is look at your bucket list. If you don't have a bucket list, create one. If you have a bucket list, review it and go, where am I lacking? Am I lacking in the will of putting something down on the bucket list? Am I lacking in courage of following through, moving forward in the direction of that? Am I lacking in the deadline of when that is going to be accomplished? Because if no deadline is there, the likelihood of it being accomplished is, well, it's not going to be accomplished. No deadline, no materialization. Actually, it was interesting. One of the masters said the what bridges the gap between a thought form and that thought form materializing, the bridge connecting the two is a deadline. So when you have a deadline, you have materialization. No deadline, no materialization, right? If I haven't been a broken record enough with that already. So I would encourage you to create a bucket list, add to your bucket list, and then put deadlines on those bucket list items to move yourself in the right direction. And again, something I had to learn, for me, it wasn't about, okay, I want to do this personal development thing. I want to do this spiritual development thing. For me, it was my whole life, I've been not used to having fun. I've not been used to experiencing joy. I've not been used to doing something for the sake of doing something, right? Like up until maybe 2 years ago, eating out was super, it caused a lot of anxiety within me. Not that 2 years ago, not that I didn't have the money to eat out, but I conditioned myself for so long that eating out was a luxury, eating out was extravagant, eating out was wasteful, right? Why would I pay 3-4 times as much money eating this, right? Then I could just make it at home or buy it in the grocery store and eat it at home, right? So that took a lot. Another one, drinking. I'm not a big proponent of drinking. Drinking really doesn't serve my energy body at this point in my life, but previously, going out and having a margarita or going out and having a glass of wine or something like that was huge for me. Huge, because I was so accustomed to taking all my time, money, and resources and investing it in my personal development and my spiritual development, right? So for me to spend $10,000 for a year's worth of classes, no resistance. But to spend $1,000 for something fun was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't see the value in spending $1,000 for something fun, but I saw the value in I didn't even bat an eye spending $10,000 for something that would benefit me personally in my personal development or benefit me in my spiritual development. Because as we're taught within Pranic healing and Arhatic yoga, invest in things that are permanent. So your personal and spiritual development are permanent, right? So when you go to a retreat and you acquire the wisdom through many different means, that is permanent, right? When you do your meditation practice and what you gain in your meditation practice is permanent. When you practice character building, it's permanent. When you invest in a healing and receive a healing, the benefit to the soul's level is permanent. So it was a very difficult shift in my consciousness to go, I can just do this for the sake of doing it. I can just do this to have fun. I can do this to have an adventure. I can do this to have a story to tell. Not easy for me. So me, it's more about practicing courage. Now, for most of the population, it's kind of the opposite. Most people are used to investing in things that are not permanent. They're used to investing in experiences for experience's sake, not how can this benefit me personally, or how can this benefit me financially, or how can this benefit me spiritually, right? It's just like, all right, we're going to go out for the weekend and spend a few $100s and then that's it, right? That was very difficult for me to do and to get over. A lot of old programming that I had to overcome, individual programming, family programming, even where I lived in the United States, that was also part of the collective programming as well. But to sum it up, Grandmaster Choa Koksui says, live an exciting life. Live an exciting life. And I've been working on that consciously for the past 2 years. Live an exciting life. Some of you may have seen on Facebook, I went to Catalina Island, which is off the coast of LA. It's about a 90-minute ferry ride off the coast of LA in California. And it was a beautiful experience. And it was something that I did that 2 years ago. And that was me getting out of my comfort zone, like stretching. Was that 2 years ago or was that a year ago? I think that might have been a year ago. Yeah, it was right before COVID was coming down the pike. And that was a challenge for me of like, okay, I'm going to spend $35 one way, $35 another way. I'm not investing it in my personal or spiritual development. I'm just doing it for the sake of curiosity. What's on that island? What would that experience be like? What's the weather going to be like? What's the water going to be like? You know, who may I meet on the boat, right? What kind of shops or restaurants or cafes do they have on this island? And it was a great experience. And I'm super, super grateful that I did it. And it was me getting out of my comfort zone and me practicing courage of, I can be courageous and having fun. It sounds super weird. Some of you may not be able to relate to that, but I'm sharing my experience and hopefully you get some nuggets out of it for your own benefit to move your life forward. So again, as Grandmaster Choa Koksui would say, live an exciting life. Live an exciting life, whatever that means to you. So create your bucket list, add to your bucket list, put deadlines to the items on your bucket list, and then practice constancy, practice courage, and move forward in the direction of that materializing. And a lot of my items have been recently crossed off that were on my bucket list. A few of them still need to be accomplished. They're a little bit more long-term. And then there's some things that have come up recently in the past couple months of what I would like to add to my bucket list, which even saying that, it makes my solar plexus go, yeah, but where's the personal development in that? Where's the spiritual development in that? And granted, moving towards a target, even if it's a target of fun, there's still development in that. I get that intellectually, my emotional body is still learning to navigate and process the energies. Not easy to do. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to do our meditation and healing. So again, for the new people and for the experienced people, make sure you do 2 rounds of exercises. You can pause me. You can choose your own music. You don't have to choose mine because we record these, so I can't play copyrighted music or won't be able to upload it on YouTube. And there's nobody live right now. So 2 rounds of exercises, top of the head to the bottom of the feet, top of the head to the bottom of the feet. Should take you about 11 or 12 minutes, and then just sit comfortably in your chair, and we'll go to the next step. So go ahead, pause me. And welcome back. Hopefully you got your exercises in. Hopefully you're sitting down. Hopefully your breathing is a little bit calmer than it was before. So just sit comfortably. Be aware of the heart. And just be grateful. Be grateful that you're spending some time personally and spiritually developing, that you're practicing present moment awareness. You're not regretting the past or worrying about the future, but you're here in this present moment, grateful, happy, content. As we've mentioned before, the secret is in the heart. Just be aware of your heart. Smile at your beautiful heart. And be aware of your crown. And be aware of your heart and your crown together. Do you sense the inner peace? Do you sense the expansion of your consciousness? Let's do our breathing. Again, it's 7-1-7-1 breathing. Inhale for count of 7, hold for count of 1, exhale for count of 7, hold for count of 1. As you inhale through the nose, you hold. As you exhale through the nose, you hold. I'll count for the group. For the first breath only, we're going to exhale out through the mouth. Begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Breathe normally. Be very, very still. Your physical body is still. Your emotions are calm. Your mind is still. Let go. Slowly and gently raise your hands in blessing. Maintain your sense of stillness, your sense of awareness, your sense of oneness. We are one. We are one. We are one. Be aware of your heart, your hands in the earth. See your country of origin, and mentally follow me. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Shower the entire earth, every person, every being, with peace, with love, and forgiveness. Especially forgiveness. Forgiveness to yourself, forgiveness to others, and asking forgiveness from others. We're all in the process of growing and evolving. We all make mistakes. Some of us more than others. And just mentally say, I forgive and I ask for forgiveness. Now, now, now. So be it. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is doubt, faith. Wherever there are people in the world going through difficult times, hardships, send them lots and lots of hope and faith. You can do it. You can make it. You have the inner strength, the inner courage, the inner power to remove the mountain of obstacles in front of you. So be it. May you be blessed with hope and faith. So be it. You can overcome. You are empowered by God and the Great Ones. So be it. Where there is darkness, light, sadness, joy. Wherever there is suffering in the world, let there be light and joy. Where there is war, let there be light and joy. Where there is political unrest, let there be light and joy. Where there is misunderstandings, impatience, and intolerance, let there be light and joy throughout the entire planet. Now, 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 just let the blessings flow through you. No resistance. You are simply an instrument of goodwill and the will to do good. So be it. So be it. So it is. Gently shift your awareness to your crown, to your hand, and to the planet Earth in front of you. You see a downpour of brilliant white light pouring through your body, out your hands to the earth in front of you. Blindingly bright white light. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, and to be loved as to love. You are a being of love. You are a being of love. You are a being of love. See yourself loving others, caring for others, consoling others in their time of need. So be it. So be it. So be it. Lovingly place your awareness on your heart. Feel it expanding. Lovingly place your awareness on your crown. See it expanding. See your palm chakras expanding, pouring out beautiful, sparkling, golden energies to the earth and all sentient beings. Be aware of the oneness between you and Mother Earth, between you and all sentient beings, between you and all. Be aware of the oneness. For it is in the giving that we receive. It is in the pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in the dying that we are born to eternal life. See yourself being a person of good character, not perfect, not saintly yet, but see yourself being a person of good character, being loving and kind, generous, helpful, hopeful, persistent and consistent in doing the right thing. See yourself as a good person, not a perfect person yet, but as a good person who's getting better every single day. Even if it's a teeny tiny bit, you're still getting better. The act of you doing your meditation, making you better. As we let go of our sense of fear, anxiety, our sense of separation, we experience oneness. Oneness with God, oneness with all. Be aware of the heart, the crown, the hands, the earth. Amen. Saint Francis of Assisi. Gently lower your hands in your lap with your palms facing up. I want you to be aware of your physical body melting, dissolving into nothingness. From the top of your head, see it dissolving, melting to the middle of your face, your jaw, let go, your neck, your shoulders, your chest, down, 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 your arms, your abdomen, dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. Your hips dissolving, your thighs dissolving, your knees, your shins, your ankles, your feet. Your entire physical form is dissolved, dissolved, dissolved. Now see your emotional body dissolving. Wherever you have your thought, your feelings, your good feelings, your not so good feelings, see them all dissolving into nothingness. Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve into nothingness. You're at a state of equanimity now. And your mind and your thoughts, dissolve all your thoughts, your beliefs, your opinions, your stances in the world. See them dissolving into nothingness. You're not your mind, you're not your thoughts. Dissolve, dissolve, dissolve. Even the words I'm using are having less impact. Merge with the energy behind the words. Recognize that you are a being of light, a being of love, and a being of power. Connect to those energies of the soul. As you hear the mantra Om, be aware of the gap. Be aware of the gap. Be aware of the gap and let go. Om. 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 Be still. Be aware of who you are and let go. Now. Slowly and gently come back to your body. Slowly and gently come back to your body. Gently move your hands, your fingers, gently move your feet and your toes, especially your feet and toes, to bring you back into your body, rooting you, connecting you, grounding you, activating the lower chakras. Come back, come back, come back. Let's raise the hands on chest level, the palms facing out. Beware the heart, the crown, the hands, and the earth. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let the entire earth, every single person, every single being be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. So be it. Let every person, every being be blessed and healed without exception. So be it. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, the Pranic healing, Arhatic yoga, the Twin Hearts meditation, and higher teachings spread properly, rapidly, enthusiastically throughout the entire planet to alleviate the suffering of mankind, to uplift mankind, to transform and heal mankind. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let each and every person in our lives be blessed, be healed, be soothed of their pain, their sorrow, and suffering. May their spiritual emptiness be transformed and transmuted into spiritual fulfillment, spiritual contentment. So be it, so be it, so it is. We're going to bless this week. As I say, so be it after me to anchor the energies. With the blessings of God and Grandmaster Cho Koksui, let this coming Wednesday be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with proper and effective communication among all people. Let Wednesday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Thursday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with prosperity, abundance, and great, great success. Let Thursday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Friday be blessed with divine light, love, and power, with happiness and joy of a successful week. Let Friday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Saturday be blessed with divine light, love, and power. Let us properly and rapidly learn our spiritual and material lessons. Let Saturday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming Sunday be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with happiness and joy of a successful following week. Let Sunday be blessed, so be it. Let this coming excuse me, let this coming Monday be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with emotional calmness and stability. Let Monday be blessed, so be it. And then let this coming Tuesday be blessed with divine light, divine love, divine power, with physical strength and vitality. Let Tuesday be blessed, so be it. Let this entire upcoming 7 days be flooded and filled with divine light, love, and power, with blessings, lots and lots and lots of blessings, known and unknown, seen and unseen. Lots and lots of blessings for the next 7 days. So be it, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Gently lower your hands to the ground. Be aware of the base of the spine and soles of your feet. Imagine roots of golden light going into the earth. Let Mother Earth be blessed. See yourself really anchored into the earth. See the roots, golden roots going out in all directions, 3 meters or 10 feet. Feel yourself anchored and rooted into the earth. Now, let Mother Earth be blessed with good air, good water, good earth, and good people. So be it. My system is rooted, connected, and grounded to Mother Earth now. So be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. Place your hands on your heart. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of them together. To the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, respected and beloved teacher, Grandmaster Cho Koksui, Lord Mahaguru Jmeling, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, to Lord Ganesh, to Holy Master Count Saint Germain, to all the holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, especially the healing angels and healing ministers, to our divine selves or higher souls, we thank you, thank you, thank you. all for your great, great blessings. Thank you for transforming us into better people and better souls. Thank you for helping us be in alignment with with the purpose and will of our higher selves. We thank you, we thank you, we thank you. With gratitude, respect, and the deepest of love, so be it, and so it is. Thank you, so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, so be it. Slowly come back. How was your experience? How was your meditation? How was your healing? It's also helpful. We've mentioned this a long time ago, but it's helpful to revisit it. It's good to write down your experiences in meditation. It anchors it, it steps it down, it gives a physical reminder. So over time, you can go back to your meditation journal or your mystical journal and go, oh, I totally forgot about that experience. And you can reconnect your energy to that experience for healing purposes, for intuition. It depends on what kind of experience you had. Sometimes it's a piece to a bigger puzzle in your life. And you're like, oh, I got that piece 7 years ago and had no idea what it was connected to. And then I got a few more pieces over the past 4 years. And then I got really big piece a year ago or 6 months ago. And then you start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. And that's kind of that's you developing your awareness of the divine plan for your life and the bigger divine plan. So it's good to record your meditation experiences and your mystical experiences. That may or may not be a meditation. Depends. You could just be sitting watching The Bachelor or something like that and have an insight, have an intuition, if you're aware. No awareness, no inner transformation, right? So we have one more Sunday meditation to upload this week to be fully caught up. I'm super excited about that. And then we'll be back on track for this Thursday and this coming Sunday. And I think that's about it. So thank you. Several of you have submitted questions for this coming Q&A. So I appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. Keep them coming, makes my job easier. And again, write out your bucket list and or add to your bucket list. Put a deadline to each and every one of those bucket list items, even if you don't have all the details, and then start moving in the direction of crossing off those items on your bucket list. And in the process of crossing off those items on your bucket list, you do personally and spiritually develop. So I hope that helps. Lots of love to each and every one of you, from my heart to yours. May you be healed, may you be blessed, may you live a great life. May your path be smooth, may your path be gentle. So be it, so be it, so it is. All right, guys, I will see you soon. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.